Congratulations, the board secretary. 47, 48, 50 years ago. This administration defines American evolution. We're supposed to be moving forward. We're supposed to be advancing. We're supposed to live and learn. We're supposed to be growing. To equality.
All right, that is the governor of New York, Governor Cuomo, signing the abortion bill called the Reproductive Health Care, RHC Act, under the guise that any day Roe v. Wade can be overturned, so we're going to make sure that abortion is safe and safe to be done and legalized in New York State. And while we're at it, we're going to improve on it. So up till a baby is born. Any age, any stage, any reason under health, that can mean emotional health, financial health, so any reason, and by almost anybody. A doctor, a midwife, a nurse practitioner, or a physician's assistant, and if the mother intends to have an abortion and none of them are around, not sure how that's spelled out, but I'm sure that it won't change things. This has got to be stopped. Governor Cuomo thinks he's leading the way for America. You know, New York, and then on to the rest of America. And there are other states that do allow for full-term abortion. Governor Cuomo's number for those who live in New York is 1-518-474-8390. This here is David DeLayden, Center for Medical Progress. He has got a lot of undercover footage of evidence of crimes. It is illegal to sell body parts.
Is Planned Parenthood raking in more taxpayer money than ever before in their latest annual report, bringing in more money from private donations than ever before, and also doing more abortions and making more money off of their abortion program than ever before. And as the videos that I did with the Center for Medical Progress show, and the federal appeals court from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has now determined definitively that the undercover videos show that Planned Parenthood resorts to criminal abortion methods to harvest more marketable body parts from their abortions. And this is something that's horrifying to normal everyday Americans. It's something that treats their patients as if they're just harvesting pods or a cash crop for Planned Parenthood.
I'm not sure if he mentions it in this video, but that includes for third trimester, full term, and I believe also the second trimester. They will inject the baby with digoxin to stop the heart. Doesn't always work right away. Digoxin and something else. Well, that ruins the body parts for the research labs who buy organs and tissue for whatever reasons they're using that for, and stem cell research. So they're finding ways to not use digoxin. So that means a baby can be born alive, and as far as I know, have its organs harvested. They do it alive for adults. So
And it's something that's against federal law. and that Planned Parenthood is still under active federal investigation by the DOJ on account of. So there's no reason.
So what does that mean? I mean, it looks to me like you just caught him flat out doing that. It's dehumanizing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's grotesque. Nobody wants to live in a country where that happens. It's also illegal. You can't sell organs. Why has no one been indicted for this? I'm sincerely confused.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is really interesting. So far, at the very least, there were 2 very good congressional investigations done, multiple criminal referrals that went to state and local and federal law enforcement. So far, at least in Southern California, the district attorney in Southern California did bring an initial case against 2 of Planned Parenthood's business partners in Southern California. That was the first successful prosecution of a node of their baby parts trafficking network. It resulted in a $7.8 million settlement, shutting the companies down, and they admitted guilt for selling body parts for profit that they harvested at the local Planned Parenthood. So now everybody's waiting for the U.S. Department of Justice to do their job and hold Planned Parenthood accountable to the law, the same as any other organization, the same that we would expect for any other organization that's in violation of federal law, which is something that, again, a federal appeals court has now looked at the evidence and said this is probable cause that this is going on.
This isn't even the argument over Roe v. Wade, or even over abortion itself. And you would think that Republicans in the Congress, if they actually paid attention, could win this debate, because who's for that? Who could possibly be for that?
Yeah. Not a lot of people are for it, and certainly the people who are for it don't want to say publicly and don't want to proudly go on your show and say that they're for it. But
and there, by the way,
That's right.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bill Lyle, and I practice obstetrics and gynecology. I'm board certified in obstetrics and gynecology, and I'm licensed to practice medicine in both Alabama and Florida. I've been in private practice almost 20 years, and I've delivered almost 4,000 babies with 2 primary rules. We want to have a healthy mom, and we want to have a healthy baby. It's amazing how over the past 20 years our technology has changed so that we can truly treat the preborn as patients while they're in the womb. Our imaging technology has changed with ultrasound and MRI. It's amazing what we can see, but now we're treating the babies as the patients that they are while they're in the womb. We can do blood transfusions directly to the baby as early as 19 weeks gestation. Centers around the country are now doing heart surgery on the babies as early as 22 weeks gestation. They are correcting spina bifida on baby in the womb laparoscopically at 22 weeks gestation. If they're a patient, they are a person, and if they are a person, they deserve our protection. Yesterday was a sad day in New York. I grew up across the river in New Jersey. But it was a sad day in New York when Governor Mario Cuomo signed the Reproductive Health Act into law. I saw the cheers when it was passed in the House. I saw the cheers, the smiles, and celebrations when it was passed in the Senate. And then I saw all the smiling people and all the cheers and celebration. Celebrating what? The governor just signed a law saying we can take the lives of the babies in the womb up until their due date. That's nothing to celebrate. We can have babies in our NICU doing great at 24 and 25 weeks gestation. Are there reasons why we need to deliver babies early sometimes? Yes, but not take their lives in the process. Deliver them and let them survive and thrive in our NICU. To take the lives of these babies in the womb breaks my heart. It is not good for us. It is not good for America. America is a nation that was founded on virtuous people. You know, our freedom is built on our virtue. You know, de Tocqueville, when he came to view America and study America and say, why is America great? His conclusion, America is great because America is good. If America ceases to be good, America will cease to be great. Taking the lives of the babies in the womb is not good. It is not going to have us be great. It is a bad thing. So we look at the way New York celebrated. Not only did they light up the World Trade Center, not only did they light up the bridges, they lit up buildings in the Capitol with bright pink lights saying, we celebrate taking the lives of our babies. There are consequences for actions, and unfortunately I think New York State will suffer consequences for this kind of horrible behavior. We treat the preborn as patients. Here in Florida, we're going to stand up for the lives of the preborn. We have a Representative Mike Hill who is now introducing a heartbeat bill to say once we can see the heartbeat, that is a new person, and we're going to protect that life of that baby on the inside. There is value. That is good Protecting the lives of the babies on the inside is a good thing. It is a virtuous thing. If America wants to stay great, America must continue to be that shining light on the hill and do good. Taking the lives of the baby, not good. Protecting the lives of the baby and treating them as patients, as persons, and protecting them, that is good. And that's what we will stand up for, and that's what we will fight for. We will stand up for those who cannot stand for themselves. We will speak out for those who cannot speak for themselves, and we will protect the lives of the preborn. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.
And again, Governor Cuomo's number is 1-518-474-8390.